Peace. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? Appreciate everybody for tuning in. It is a late one. I apologize because I didn't have this going on in this morning, and I definitely um should have had something done this morning, and I didn't. So I apologize for that. I definitely was supposed to have something up this morning, and I didn't have it up. And yeah, I keep saying that, but I'm also trying to fix my audio at the same time. But I like to welcome anybody and everybody to the stream because we working on some new stuff. Because I ended up saying, all right, let me turn this off. So yeah, I was tripping um because I had been listening to the streams, and I was like, man, it's a lot of dead noise, and I don't like dead noise when it comes to my streams. That's just me. I don't know nothing about nobody else. I just don't like quiet streams, so I decided to add a little bit of background music. Of course, I ended up adding my backlight here to my on here, because again, I am a videographer, I am a filmmaker, but I also like to talk about real life and things that happen in real life, and that's what we're gonna do today. I am going back to my old format where I do reaction videos here in the office, which is one of the 6 rooms in my house. um and I definitely want to get some feedback on how other people feel as it concerns these situations. Because I was highly disgusted when I seen this video, and it's an old video. I didn't even realize how old it was. It was done in 2017, and I did not realize this. But this this whole situation with this Dr. Phil thing, this is ridiculous, man. I don't understand how people still living like this, how people are still talking like this, and people are definitely still talking like this, you know. So let's really get in deep and get in real deep on this one. Let's switch over. Yeah. So here we go. We got the video for the day, and this is the video for the day. Talking, and this is Dr. Phil show. Of course, it was done in 2017. Link is in the description, and we're gonna react to it. I've already seen it. I've definitely already seen this video, and I am not appeased at what I heard and what I saw during this. And I want you guys to pay attention, very keen attention, to a couple of the details that happen, especially with the reactions of the people in the audience, and how the people in the audience view these types of situations. Because this is a clear example of the disrespect that men are given when it comes to um, actually confronting abuse. Men are not allotted the same are never allotted the same type of, I don't know, the same type of attention when it comes to us talking about our abuse. So let's get into this video, man. Let's get into it. Yeah.
These are Michael's allegations. He says that she attacked with ball moves and tackles and punched, kicked in the face, had a chair that was swung at him from across the room. His mouth was cut up, bloody nose, and scratches on his face, neck, and chest.
I want to rewind to this beginning part because it kind of jumped in, and I didn't have my desktop audio on, but it kind of jumped in, and I really want you guys to hear exactly what I hear. Listen, very carefully when he just starts talking.
These are Michael's allegations. He says that she attacked with football moves and tackles and punched, kicked in the face, had a chair that was swung at him.
Crazy, right? Crazy, right? Crazy, right? Now let's say if the roles were reversed in this situation. Would if this was a man who did this to a woman, would anybody on the stage or in the audience react to react with laughter when it came to the situation? Heck no, they would not. They darn sure would not, because that's not how our world operates. These people are sick. They literally laughed at this man, laughed at the situation this man was going through. This woman has literally tackled this man and punched this man, kicked him in the face, hit this man, swung a chair at this man, cut up his mouth, bloody nose, scratches on his face, neck, and chest. Now anybody who's watched any Lifetime or any kind of woman geared anything knows that the villain of any movie is an abusive man. And normally they do these types of things. But when it comes to a woman doing this to a man, it is complete comedy to people. It's comedy. This is something to laugh at, something to giggle about. That's not cool, man. Is this how we treat male abuse? But again, if the roles were reversed on this one, and it was a man who did this to a woman, what do you think the reaction would be? I'm flabbergasted. Clutch my pearls. That's what they would do. That's definitely what they would do. They wouldn't be sitting up here. That's not what they would do. They would definitely be, this man is a monster. This man should be in jail. We should put him underneath the jail. You know, people be probably ready to fight this man in the audience. But because it's a woman, and we're going to see what this woman looks like in a few, because it's a woman, they think this junk is all fine and dandy, and that's not what it should be. Let's keep watching. Let's keep watching.
Him from across the room. His mouth was cut up, bloody nose and scratches on his face, neck, and chest. So you say she has come at you, she has attacked you, and that oftentimes you have done what you have done purely in defense.
Yes, that incident, definitely.
I don't care what she does. If she starts punching you, then you turn around and walk away. If she starts following you, then you walk faster. If she starts chasing you, then you outrun her. If you have to, you get behind the door. But you don't ever, never, ever put your hands on a woman in anger, ever. And
This is the advice to this man. This is the advice that Dr. Phil gives to this man. Do I condone violence against women? No, I do not condone any violence against any woman. Not even in the least bit. But what I will say is, if you're attacking this man as if you are a man, and this man treats you in the manner of an aggressive man to protect himself, then whatever you got coming to you is what you got coming to you. Women want to be able to produce this type of violence towards men, and then they don't want to be held accountable for the violence that they themselves perpetuated. It's disgusting. It's foul. This man just caped for this woman who was abusing this man. I don't care what he did. I don't care what she does. I don't care. You need to run away. You need to get away as fast as you can. Notice that he said absolutely nothing. The first person that he talked to was the man in this situation. And guess who cheered? All the women in the audience. See, this is the personal accountability that is lacking when it comes to interpersonal relationships in America, or just interpersonal relationships, period. There's a lack of accountability where women are not held accountable for the things that they do, the things that they say. This is totally and utterly incorrect. No woman should be putting their hands on any man, and any woman who thinks that they should be able to put their hands on any man, regardless of what it is, should be held to the same standard as any man who puts his hands on a woman. Period. Now, if this was a woman, let's switch the roles. A woman who is being abused by a man and she fights back, she will be held as a hero, a heroine, they'll call her. She'll get movies and book deals, How I Fought Back, and she'll be on all of the cable networks, and cause she's so strong and bold for fighting back her because of her abuser. She fought her abuser, her horrible abuser. But then when the roles are switching, it's a man who's fighting back against his abuser. It's, nah, you should know better because you're stronger than her, bro. You should know better. You should never put your hands on a woman. And again, I am not condoning any violence towards any female. But when there's a double standard, especially when it comes to the safety of anybody, then nobody is safe. Nobody is safe. The rationale here is cower to this woman and be a coward to this woman and never stand up for yourself when it comes to female aggression. Do not stand up for yourself when it comes to reacting to female aggression. This is what we're telling men. This is the message that these types of men tell men. Until it's their sons. Women tell men this all the time. I don't care what she do. You's a man. You supposed to be able to handle that. Blah blah blah. So you're condoning in violence. No, I'm not condoning, but. And then that go to sign language. They know what they saying. They know exactly what they're saying. They know what they mean too. Women think that anything that they do should be allowed, and it is incomprehensibly wrong. You do not have full reign or range to abuse anyone. At all. Ever. At no point in time. Period. But y'all be tweaking. But it's always the man is the villain. The man can never be. The man is never a victim. The man is always the villain. even when the man is actually a victim. And you can see this man breaking because you can see how he smiled like, are you serious? For real? That's what you telling me right now? Wow. Wow. That's the look on this man's face. Wow.
And somehow or
Look at all
another,
these
you
women
think
clapping.
that's funny somehow? Tell me what's funny about that. You just don't put your hands on a woman in anger. And anybody that does is
Put your hands on a woman in anger, but this man was protecting himself from this woman. That's called self-defense. Again, if the roles were reversed, it would be called self-defense if it was the woman being attacked and she was fighting back her aggressor. Let's take sex out of the equation, period. How about if someone is aggressive towards me, because this is 2020, this ain't 1950, 1940, 1920, 1990. This is 2020. All equality is on the table. So if you feel like you can be the aggressor towards anyone, regardless if it's man, woman, anybody, whatever happens is what happens to you. Keep your doggone hands to yourself. Or did we not learn that already? Keep your hands to yourself. Period.
a chicken coward. No, you're not done. No, let me tell you.
I'm done.
Okay, let me tell you something. If you want to be done, if you want to walk out of here, then you can walk straight into the LAPD, my friend. And let me tell you something. Because last night in our hotel, as our guest, you decided to trash a hotel room. And in that hotel room, you created vandalism of personal property. And let me tell you what that amounts to, okay? Had a chair that was swung at him from across the room. His mouth was cut up, bloody nose and scratches on his face, neck, and chest. So you say she has come at you, she has attacked you, and that oftentimes you have done what you have done purely in defense.
Look how they framed that jump, bruh. And I had to take it back to the beginning. This went from him talking about what happened to him as far as his abuse from this woman. And the entire time, nobody around here said anything about, and I know this is a clip and it might be more context, but we're talking about, they put this clip out. So they isolated this clip the way that this is isolated like this. So we're going to talk about this clip the way that they isolated it. And the way that they isolated it, the first context that we get is, yo, she was beating on this man. I don't care what she does. You don't put your hands on a woman. Is this what we're telling men? Is this what women want to tell their young boys? That they should be able to handle the abuse from a woman because they're built for that? So we're excusing abuse, the abuse of men, solely because of their genitalia. That's called sexism. That is called sexism. And I could have sworn the last thing I heard was, we don't condone in sexism. But I guess that's only when it comes to women. I guess that only pertains to women. That's crazy to me. And if I was this man, I probably would have left too. Like, are you serious? Are you dead serious right now? You dead serious right now. You dead serious right now. You literally gonna tell me that I'm screwed up when this woman was beating me, bro? What? Are you serious? So she gets a pass. She gets a pass for this. But see, this is that feminism that this feminism, womanism, whatever you want to call it. Live and direct, right, in full effect. It's crazy, ain't it? It's crazy. Let's keep on going, man.
Personal property. And let me tell you what that amounts to, okay? So you want to get all self-righteous with me, buddy boy. You smashed the thermostat, you smashed the glasses, you tore up the lamp, and every person who maliciously commits any of the following acts with respect to any real or personal property not his or her own, in cases other than those specified by state law, is guilty of vandalism, and that person faces up to a year in prison and a $10,000 fine. So you are here by my grace, my friend. So you can talk to me or you can talk to the LAPD backstage, your choice. If you think a man putting his hands on a woman in anger is cowardly, stand up.
And again, I am not condoning any man putting his hands on any woman. I'm not. I'm not going to condone it. I'm not going to condone the fact that this man here was had anger issues. I'm not going to condone that either. But what I will say is there is no balance here. You're not going to sit here and tell me that because this man has anger issues, he's on Dr. Phil's show, so we should be talking about how he should be fixing his anger issues. However, you're not going to tell me that this man has allegations against this woman of his of abusing him, right? Of abusing him. And then you turn around and say, "Oh, well, she gets a pass because you hit her back in anger." What? Where's the accountability here? Where is the real accountability? See, this is why people be getting passes and they be thinking they get passes. Because if I show this to any woman, if I show this to any young woman who is starting to date, they're gonna automatically think it's okay for them to do what it is that this woman was alleged to do to this man and get a pass. And if this man does anything wrong as far as retaliating against her, he's automatically the villain. The villain. How about y'all need to keep y'all hands to yourself? That would have been the better message here. I don't care if you're a man, you're a woman, catfish, dog, whatever. Keep your hands to yourself. But see, with these shows, especially because he was backed by Oprah, the woman can never be put in a place where she and her image is ever tarnished. This is why a lot of women didn't like Iyanla Vanzant. Because she did not allow black women to get away with a lot of stuff. We gotta start calling a thing, in the words of the great queen. Even though she was against Shahrazad Ali. This woman has lived years. She too was backed by Oprah. But at the same time, this is how this man makes his money. This is Oprah's audience. This is Oprah's audience. Them women not gonna want to hear that. They're not gonna want to hear you need to have some kind of accountability here. Cause where's the accountability? And it's been so many times where I've seen on shows just like this where the man is held to a certain standard, but the women are not held to the same standard. I thought we were all human beings here. I thought we all wanted equality here. But it's not equality. It's about power and bending the knees to those who are in power or those who are rising to power. Women like to say that men have all the power, but when it really comes down to it, they have way more power than men do. Way more power. And their power is in their fragility. Because they can pass themselves off as wounded doves at any point in time and be vicious wolves. How many rape allegations have come out that were false? Or some woman comes up 20, 15, 30, 100 years later saying this man raped me in 1805. And now he is facing allegations and court charges merely because she said he did it. Not because there's any evidence. Merely because she said so. That's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. I hope it's crazy to you. Because if this is the direction we're going as a society, to which we kind of already have been down this road, there is a little backlash where men are getting a little bit of a win right now. But again, if this is the road that we're going on right now, then we're going to have big issues in the future. We're going to have big issues in the future. We cannot sustain society this way, to which we allow for 50% of the population to get away with murder and never address it. Again, this always goes back to the original sin. The serpent knows what he's doing. His tricks are old and antiquated. We gotta do better, man. And when you're holding a woman accountable, stand on your all 10 toes. And do not back down, because again, they were going to ream this man and try to make it seem like it was. They never addressed the fact that she was alleged to have abused this man also. I don't care what she does. Well, you should, because when she gets with somebody else and she does this, what are you going to say to them too? It don't matter what she does. So she'll never learn. She'll always be an abuser because she's a woman. She'll never be called an abuser, even though that's what she is, solely because of her genitalia. Sexist. Let's just call a thing a thing. That is sexism in its truest form. The only reason why you don't call her an abuser is because of her genitalia. That's wrong. And no, I don't know what kind of abuse this man did to her. Because again, we're only talking about this one clip and how they cut this clip together. They wanted to send a clear message to women about how Dr. Phil feels about men when it comes to women being the abuser. He's going to always side with women. But that's his key demographic. He's going to always side with the women. And that's why this man is a clown. These people are not here to help you. And they cannot help you. Because if they were truly doctors, and I witnessed this in my own marriage counseling, where my last marriage counselor had no real understanding of how relationships work or how to get me and my wife on the same page. She was just like, if y'all already at the point of giving up, you might as well just give up. Y'all just need to go ahead and do what y'all do. Like, what? Excuse me, I'm taking my shoe off. Like, what? Are you serious? Is that how we doing it now? Is that what we doing now? Wow. We came for you to help us to navigate our core issues, and you telling us we might as well just give up. Like, what? But see, there's a lot of people out here like that. Seek counsel from. There is knowledge in the multitude of counselors, but a lot of people are not even fit to counsel you. They're not fit to counsel you. They should be pointing you in the direction of success. And success is not made for is not made by quitters. Quitters never achieve success. Show me one quitter that ever exceeded expectations and got success. Show me one. But again, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. My light done went out. Guess this time telling me time to log out. So like I always say, man, love your neighbor as yourself. And love God with all your heart. Love you guys, man. Like, share, subscribe, all that other stuff. Peace.